Hi, this is Teacher Jennifer from U.S. Citizenship Podcast. Every week we bring you practice interviews, quizzes, resources, and the latest news that help you get ready for your U.S. citizenship interview. Today we're going to listen to an extended citizenship interview with teacher Nahil from Jerusalem. She will be the examiner and I will be the applicant. During the interview, she will ask me to define many of the terms from Part 12 of the N-400. After the interview, she will talk a little bit about the month of Ramadan. We did record this interview on the eve of Ramadan, just before the holy month began. Let's get started.
Hi, I am Officer Nahil. I will be interviewing you today.
Great. Nice to meet you.
Why are you here today?
I want to become an American citizen.
Why do you want to become an American citizen?
I want to live with my family in the United States.
What do you miss about your old country?
I miss my in-laws and I miss the food.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Do you have any questions before we begin?
No.
Do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
What did you just promise?
I promise to tell the truth.
Explain how you are eligible to become a U.S. citizen.
I have been a legal permanent resident for 5 years.
Show me your green card, passport, or state-issued photo ID.
This is my passport. This is my driver's license from California.
What is your current legal name?
My current legal name is Josefina Rios.
Spell your family name.
R-I-O-S.
Is the name on your green card the same as your current legal name?
Yes, it is.
What is your date of birth?
My date of birth is October 14th, 1978.
What date did you become a legal permanent resident?
I became a legal permanent resident on May 15th, 2013.
What is your country of birth?
My country of birth is Mexico.
What is your country of nationality?
My country of nationality is Mexico.
Are you requesting any accommodations because of a disability?
No, I'm not requesting any accommodation.
What is your current home address?
My current home address is 1331 East Calaveras Boulevard, Milpitas, California, 95035.
How long have you lived at your current home address?
5 years.
What is your previous home address?
I don't have a previous home address.
How do you support yourself?
I am a cashier at the store Mi Pueblo in San Jose.
Have you taken any trips outside the United States during the last 5 years?
Yes, I go to Mexico every year to visit my family.
How many trips have you taken outside of the U.S. during the last 5 years?
6 trips. 6 trips.
How many total days did you spend?
I spent 161 days outside the United States.
Tell me about your last trip. When did you leave?
I left December 17th, 2017, and I came back on January 7th, 2018.
Okay, would you like to say something about your trip?
Yes, I went to see my family in Mexico.
When did you return to the U.S.?
I came back on January the 7th, 2018.
Okay. What is your current marital status?
Marital? My marital status, I am married.
How many times have you been married?
Oh, 1 time. That's enough.
What is your spouse's name?
My husband's name is Carlos Rios.
What is the date of your marriage?
The date of our marriage was September 16th, 2014.
Is your spouse a U.S. citizen?
Yes, he is a U.S. citizen. He was born in the United States.
Do you have any children?
Yes, we do. 2 children. The first one is Guadalupe and the second one is Carlito.
Are they U.S. citizens?
Yes, they were born here.
What is your children's country of birth?
The United States.
Where do they live?
They live with my husband and I.
Have you ever claimed to be a U.S. citizen?
No, never.
Have you ever voted in any U.S. elections?
No, never.
Do you have any title of nobility in a foreign country?
My husband calls me princess, but no, never.
Have you been declared legally incompetent?
No, never. I've never been declared legally incompetent.
Have you ever failed to file taxes?
No, we pay our taxes every year.
Do you owe anyone any taxes?
No, we don't owe any taxes.
Do you belong to any groups of organizations?
Yes, I belong to a couple organizations at my church and then also at my children's school.
Have you ever been a member of the Communist Party?
No, never.
What is communism?
Communism is the government party of China, Vietnam, North Korea, and Cuba.
Have you ever been a member of totalitarian party?
No. Totalitarian party is the government has total control and they oppress the people. There's no laws. There's only the leaders. The law comes out of a gun.
Have you ever been a terrorist?
Never.
What is a terrorist?
Oh, a terrorist tries to control people and governments through violence.
Have you ever advocated the overthrow of any government by other force or violence?
No, never.
Have you ever persecuted any person because of race, religion, national origin, member of any particular social group or political opinion?
No, we love everybody.
Have you ever sold or smuggled illegal drugs or narcotics?
No, never. Illegal drugs are like heroin, cocaine, opium. We have a lot of problems with narco-terrorists in Mexico. They're bringing drugs into the United States, but, some Americans want to buy them. But I never do it, and it's terrible. We need to really fight against those people.
Have you ever been married to more than one person at the same time?
No.
What we call if you're married to more than one person? We call it?
Bigamy. If I'm married to more than two people at the same time, we call it bigamy.
Have you ever married someone to get an immigration benefit?
No, I didn't. I did not marry my husband.
What is an immigration benefit?
With the immigration benefit, if I marry someone who's an American citizen, I can become an American citizen much more quickly, in 3 years instead of waiting 5. But I married my husband because I loved him and he loves me.
Have you ever helped anyone enter the U.S. illegally?
No, never.
What is illegal entry?
Yeah, people who come across the border without papers. Some people help them come over or they put them on the truck, but a lot of people actually die that way. They say they're going to bring people over safely and then they suffocate it's really hard.
Have you ever gambled illegally?
No.
What is illegal gambling?
You gamble and you win, but you don't pay your taxes. Some people go crazy for gambling and I just don't like gambling. I work too hard for my money. I'd rather do other things with my money.
Good that you think this way.
Yeah.
Have you ever failed to support your children or pay alimony?
No, I take care of my children.
What is alimony?
Alimony is a monthly payment to an ex-spouse for their support, and then child support, you give that money to the ex-spouse so they can take care of the kids. But my husband and I are still together, so.
Good. Have you ever lied to the U.S. government to get public benefits?
No, never.
Have you ever been deported?
No, I have not.
What is deported?
Deported means that I'm arrested and I'm sent back to my home country.
Have you ever served in the U.S. Armed Forces?
No, never.
Do you support U.S. Constitution and the form of government?
Absolutely. I support the U.S. government.
What is the Constitution?
The Constitution is the supreme law of the United States.
What is the U.S. form of government?
We have a democracy.
Do you understand the full oath of allegiance to the United States?
Yes, I do.
What is an oath?
An oath is a promise.
What is allegiance?
Allegiance is loyalty.
What is the oath of allegiance?
I promise with my life to be loyal to the United States.
Are you willing to take the full oath of allegiance to the U.S. government?
Absolutely.
If the law requires it, Are you willing to bear arms in the U.S. Army?
Yes, I'm willing to bear arms in the U.S. Army.
What is to bear arms?
To carry a weapon to protect the country.
Are you willing to perform a non-combatant services for the U.S. Army?
Yes, I'm willing to perform non-combatant services for the U.S. Army.
What is non-combatant?
Non-combatant is to help the government or to work in the U.S. Army, but without using weapons. So I could be a translator or a cashier or take care of stock, anything that the government needs me to do without using a weapon.
Are you willing to help the government during a national emergency?
Absolutely.
Do you promise that everything you said is true?
Absolutely. Everything that I've said is true. Teacher Nahil, could you introduce yourself?
My name is Nahil Ireiqat. I am originally from Jerusalem, Palestine.
When you became a citizen, was it because your parents became a citizen, or did you actually have to study and go through the interview yourself?
I have to study and go through the interview myself.
What was happening with you in your life? Were you teaching at that time, or?
I was working as a data entry operator.
Yeah, I used to do computer operations too.
Yeah.
So you're one of our teachers out here in Milpitas Adult School, and you speak English so well. How did you learn how to become an English teacher?
I went to the adult school.
You did go to adult school?
Yes, I went to adult school for 2 years.
Which one was that?
It was San Diego Adult School.
Oh, okay. They have an excellent program.
Yeah, and then I went to college, to San Diego City College, and I did my movement from there.
So you just went up and up and up?
Yes, until I finished.
Okay, so now we're at the eve of Ramadan. How have you prepared for Ramadan this year?
The most important preparation is the spiritual preparation. That's what we really care about. It's not about anything. And I tried to fast. The last few weeks, I was trying to just fast voluntarily to prepare my body for this.
Very smart. Very smart. Okay. And is there anything that you want to say for people who may be preparing for citizenship or might be even coming up on their citizenship test during the month of Ramadan? I know this might be a very, very difficult time because they have to attend to prayer.
Yeah, this is going to be very hard for them, especially the night classes, because we have to pray a special prayer just in Ramadan. We call it Taraweeh. And we have to be ready by 9 o'clock after sunset to get ready for this prayer.
Okay.
So this will be very hard for someone who's...
Do you have any word of encouragement?
Just go ahead with your life and just add a spiritual part to your part.
I know Jerusalem is your home. I know there's been a lot of problems in Jerusalem. And I am trying to keep Jerusalem especially in prayer. And I know that you might be going into Jerusalem.
I'm not thinking about my trip to Jerusalem. I'm thinking about people now there and what they're going through. This is the hardest part.
Yeah. Is there any prayer or blessing that you would like to leave for us before we go to class this evening?
Just may Allah bless all of us. I love this school. I love working with you guys. And I prayed for you all the time. Thank you.
Everybody, happy Ramadan blessings here this month.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thanks to the students and staff of Milpitas Adult School. A special thanks goes out to Teacher Nahil. Please visit us on the web at uscitizenpod.com, where you will find more citizenship resources for the month of Ramadan. Thanks for listening. I know you will be a great American citizen. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.